This year has gotten people to, forcefully, if that may be the case, to work on their health and, take charge of their life. I am Nishtha Bijlani and I'm a yoga teacher and I'm from Mumbai and I've been practicing and teaching for the last 5 years. I had my first yoga retreat this year actually in Feb and quite a few workshops that took place in the time frame of Jan to Feb. Soon after I went to study further and practice further, which is like my annual yoga visit that I make every year to Dharamshala in Himachal. And that's when the lockdown started. Like nobody expected this to go on for so long, so I had to stay back for 3 months. But I think it's just every passing day got us to adapt to it more and more. A lot of my other contemporary teachers, and colleagues, they had just moved to the online space. So it was so surprising to see that virtual classes had taken shape, free videos and how to take care of your health, because everybody was only reading about building immunity. So for the longest time, I didn't bother with these online classes. I was happy in my space. I didn't want to interact, So I used to see that by other teachers. I would think it's a lot of work. And I would also think, how can you possibly teach yoga online? Till I myself started it in May later on. And I was like, okay, let's give this a shot. And plus I was there and I thought, okay, I'll make better use of my time. And also it was turning out to be a source of income, which obviously was missing for all of us at that time. When I started with the online classes, I was a little hesitant, that how this would turn out. And more than anything, it was so new for me. And in my classes, I'm very used to having very hands-on adjustments for people in postures, physically adjusting people, physically demonstrating, being around to look at what they're doing. And, you have to be so careful that nobody gets injured. But of course, I tried my best to prepare myself. I had my fixed routine and I knew that there are certain things I just wouldn't teach on this online platform because that requires personal attention. That goes without saying. So I knew that I'm not going to let them experiment with certain things which I know would be unsafe on this. The benefits of teaching online are, well, that I just can pretty much, get out of my bed, quickly freshen up and start teaching. I don't have to travel. I don't have to get stuck in traffic. I don't have to be late for class. It's pretty convenient. It connects you to a much larger audience. It's not limited just to your city, and not just to the city, even to the areas. If I'm living in Bandra, it's literally just the people of Bandra Khar that will come to me. But when I am in this online platform, people from various cities, like now I have people from Bangalore, from Delhi, from Chennai, so many other cities who are so happily doing yoga through this platform, and not just from all over India, even people from different time zones. Online classes, surprisingly, I'm seeing that the regularity of the people and the dedication that I see so many students put in, the numbers are higher. Of course, there are limitations when you're teaching online. There are times when the student just doesn't get it. So there are those little gaps that can't be filled. And also it's that group energy when you're together as a bunch of people in a studio. Each other's presence starts to motivate you and encourage you to do better. We tend to have network issues, technical issues.
Your voice keeps breaking.
Sorry?
Your voice keeps breaking.
My voice is breaking.
Yeah, it is kind of.
Some are nodding, some are saying it's all good. I will try to repeat again. Because of which there's a lot of sound lag, voice lag that happens. So even if, say, my internet is stable but somebody else isn't, so they may hear my voice maybe 5 seconds later. So some are just still in a pose while the rest of the class has moved on, and poor things have to just wake up all of a sudden and realize that they're somewhere else, run to the screen, check what the others are doing, what the teacher is doing, then come back. Financially, actually, it's really a very good option that I think has been explored, because that just means if this online platform continues to exist actually, even say next year or later on, I could be living in any part of the country or any part in the world, and all I need is my laptop camera and Wi-Fi, and I can be teaching. 7. I think the biggest learning has been to adapt. You just can't keep complaining. You have to adapt, and I think it's for so many people, And I may say that I would feel one of those few fortunate people who at least had a chance to adapt in such a way that you still have your income going, because of course there are so many people who have lost out on jobs, and all they can do is just accept the situation and be, because for them, some of them, there may just be no option to make that money. And here I feel really grateful that an opportunity like this has turned up, that along with me adapting to this virtual world, which may have its shortcomings and limitations, but it's still keeping me financially very comfortable, very stable, and still allowing me to do what I like to do. Gently open your eyes. Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice weekend. I will see you on Tuesday. Bye.